I have had an epiphany. I really have, and I want to share it with you. It's personal, but I feel like I owe it to you because I feel in a big way you helped me realize the things that I've realized. I have to give you a little background, and so I'll try to make that really quick. As you know, this is day 28 of a 30-day journey that I wanted to take with you because we were confined to our homes. You know, we had these stay-home orders for the entire month of April, and they said April 30th we'll, reassess and do that. So we know what's going on in that world right now. But I committed to doing a video a day for 30 straight days to try to help you work on your business while we're, kind of quarantined. And so when I set out to do that, I never thought in a million years that I would have this awakening, this discovery, right? So to give you a little background, I help people get in front of their businesses. I help people start podcast or vlogs or blogs or become podcast guests on other shows or any kind of, speakers, writing books, everything. That's what I do. I help people do this. And yet the one thing that I have tried to do over and over and over again, I've been unsuccessful at. I told you this in this process. I've literally started 3 podcasts and never once have I pushed the publish button. And so how I've got people to trust me and allow me to help them, I don't know. But the way I serve them, I guess, is through my lessons. And so as I've planned these videos, we took a clarity, strategy, and then action. The clarity phase and thinking of the things that you need to do to get clear and the things that you need to do to overcome the challenges of inaction have made me realize exactly what's been holding me back. And in some ways, I've been held back by everything. Imposter syndrome, the 1 foot line. The 1 foot line is the video that really started me to realize I have a bit of a problem. And so here's the whole conundrum. I'm a really confident guy. I mean, I've been pretty confident, sometimes overly confident, where I believe in myself and I really can't get done the things I think I can get done, right? And so because of that, I never thought I had an issue with confidence. I've always faced challenges. I can get up and speak in front of 5,000 people and without batting an eye. Now I can shoot a video, but I've had to overcome that. And what I've realized is in business and in marketing specifically, when we're not confident, we get stagnant, we get paralyzed. And that's what's happened to me. It's what's happened to me. So I always thought, well, I'm confident, so that it can't be that. Confidence is the problem. Execution is the solution. And that's what I've come to. And so not having a platform like I coach all of my clients to do. I wrote a book and that's out there, but it was for a very specific reason. I am starting a podcast, and I'm telling you, on June 1st, I will launch my podcast. And I want to invite you, one, to listen in, but I want you to participate. And here's why. It's called I Finally Get It. I finally get it. I've had that URL and I've had that name as an idea, but I have thought of, well, what is the premise of the podcast of I Finally Get It? And I've thought 2 or 3 different things until I realized that confidence is the problem. I told a client today, I said, if you're not confident in your plan, if you're not confident in your team, if you're not confident in yourself for whatever reason, if you're not confident in your message, it's really hard to go out and tell your story. So I've gotten clear about my messaging. I've gotten clear about my products. I've gotten clear about the way I want to help people because of this process. And now I've gotten clear about the premise till I finally get it. I am setting out on a journey to figure out the secrets of success when it comes to gaining confidence. And what I want to do is I want to interview people who may have struggled for a long time. For me, it's decades. I mean, it's decades. With certain parts of our lives, we just don't take the leap. We don't try hard enough because something in the back of our heads is telling us, well, I don't believe I can do it, so I'm not confident in my plan. Or there are 1,000 different reasons. But I want to interview people that have struggled with certain things and overcome it by doing easy little steps or having their own epiphany or just figuring something out like I have. And so if you think that you might be a great candidate to be interviewed on the podcast, I'd love to talk with you. I really would. I'm launching, I finally get it on June 1st, and I want you to be there with me. Now, to you, again, I have said you have helped me more than I could ever help you. So what I want you to do is, if you haven't seen all the videos, and not that these videos are the most life-changing, most miraculous things, but if you watch them, you'll start to think about your business. And as we're about to get back to work. And so if you can watch these things, and while you're watching them, really and truly think about what you need to do, then I promise you, you're going to start having some clarity. And then when we get into the strategy, you're going to start figuring out how you can go about doing these things. And then I'm begging you, when you get to the action phase, when you get to the point where you watch this and you realize, you know what, I've been doing something a little bit wrong, I'm going to try that. I want you to commit to taking action. So that's it. Today is day 28. I've shared with you what I'm going to be doing. Tomorrow, we're going to talk about strategy again, because I want to share with you how I'm going to go about doing it. And then I've already told you I'm launching, so I'm going to show you how I'm taking action. And again, I hope that these examples will inspire you to take action for yourself. I'll see you tomorrow. Until then, thank you so very much for being here for me. Because if I hadn't set out to help you and say, look, I want to serve. I want to figure out a way during this shutdown that I can serve somebody, I wouldn't have served myself. So thank you. God bless you. I will talk with you tomorrow. Cannot wait to see you then.